Okay, guys, talking putter setup. Putter setup. This is something, it's going to be a little bit different for everybody. There's no one right way, in my opinion, to hit a putt. Okay, as long as we're talking, setup and maybe the putting stroke. There's a good way and a bad way, but as far as how you get there, doesn't matter to me. Doesn't really matter to me. So I'm just going to talk to you about some key fundamentals that's going to be really important for you to make sure you understand in order how to be consistent time in and time out. Okay. So first one, I've got a little bit of a thicker grip here. It's a Super Stroke grip. It's a Pistol GT. Like I said in my last video, this is my gamer putter right now, so I'm going to use this one for our demonstrations. Okay. But as a little bit different than the full swing. When we were talking full swing, we were really adamant about making sure that the grip went right there where the fingers and the palm meet. Okay, putting, I'm not really into that. Okay, so we're actually going to say that this putter, you've kind of got two little pads right here on the bottom portion of your hand. This grip is actually going to sit right in the middle of those. You can kind of see that it's going to sit right in the middle of those. And you're going to wrap your hands around, and it's going to feel a little bit different. But really, what we're trying to do here is we're just trying to kind of feel like the putter head is a little bit lighter in your hand. It's just kind of like falling, and we're going to have a little bit more control over this as we get going. Okay, so because what we're shooting for is by the time that we're taking our setup here, we're shooting for that shaft to go straight up through the forearms, so there wouldn't be a set angle or a difference in the shaft angle or the forearms here. So we're just trying to make one constant line all the way up from the ground shaft through the forearm here, so you wouldn't be able to tell where this putter stopped at all. We don't want to see the bottom of the handle whenever we're putting like we would maybe with our full swing. Okay, so it's going to kind of sit right in the middle of that palm, right in that middle of that palm right there. By the time that we're done, okay, we got all kinds of different types of grips that you could put on it. You could do, I think this is called a saw grip. You could do the pencil. You could do a normal I'd actually take my normal full swing grip. That's my normal grip here. Or you could do something along the lines of, left hand low. That's very common. Jordan Spieth does that, where you put your non-dominant hand lower. Okay. Again, I don't really care as long as the putter shaft itself is going straight through the forearms. I don't want to see anything too wild other than that. Okay. As far as talking about how far away from the golf ball to be. Okay, I've dropped a ball here. All right, and I'm going to take my normal setup. So I go right hand on, take my setup position, and then I put my left hand on. We're actually going to take a golf ball. We're going to put it up here by your right eye, and we're going to drop it. And for me, what we're looking for here is that this golf ball lands just to the inside portion of this putter, or right where the hosel would be. Okay, and that's going to tell me that I'm in the correct position. That's pretty good right there, 2 times in a row. I want to be able to make sure that I'm in that same position every single time, so I understand how to take this putter back and through. Okay, for me, I'm trying to make a straight back, straight through putt, and so that allows me to do that. If I was a little bit further away, say like this, it's going to really make an arcing type of stroke. Very arcing when we're too far away. When we're a little bit closer, a little bit more on top of it, we have more of a likelihood to be able to make a straighter back, straighter through. Now, granted, every putting stroke out there is always going to have some sort of arc to it. There's always going to be an arc to a putt, to your putting stroke. It's never going to be true straight back, straight through, but we can get there a little bit easier if we're a little bit more on top of it or our eyes are directly over the golf ball. Okay. As far as ball position goes, this is going to go, if you remember our ball position for our full swing, okay? So we were taking divots to the left side of our sternum, okay? We're actually going to go right about logo. So it's going to be a little bit more forward right there. And really that's just going to allow us to make sure that we're not hitting down or up on the ball. We do want to end up with a ball that's rolling end over end, trying to feel like the ball rolls immediately rather than gets up in the air with some backspin, skids, and then rolls. And you can almost hear that. You can hear that. Kind of sounds like that. and then rolls right after that, where we just want it to roll immediately. The less skid, the better, because that's going to be able to allow us to control our speed quite a bit better. Okay, try these tips. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.